numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, calm the crowd. Lock! Back.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got it. This is Bilal Powell. And he takes us up. To the 40-yard line before being corralled.
17 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! White. Switch up. Get hot.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He completes it to Tate. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. And complete to Zach Ertz. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls.
Here we go.
That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Crunch time, defense.
21.
This is the running back, Powell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Powell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
What down? 180.
It's outfield. It's outfield. Hey, it's on out.
93.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. 29.
Throwing now is Carr. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
93. 93.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
On first down, Carr. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Wait, Monday. Shift. Watch the shift.
Watch twist.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. You're mine.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the whip.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Chargers 7, Lions 3. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with Powell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
12.
Alert flare.
Hey, gun.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, Powell. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to Fitzgerald. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's not going to get me.
On Play action. It's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, gun. Lock. Hey, check 20. White. Under 10. 21. 3, check 3. 11. 2.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
I got you. 21.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Six.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
65.
Hey, gun.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Gordon, complete. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6 man. Check curls.
I got you.
59. I got you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Malcolm Smith. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they open the lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let him know.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Again, it's Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10th. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His first touchdown of the new season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we...
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Guys take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And McManus able to put it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Garoppolo now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
11.
They'll run on first down. It's Powell, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I'm going to run you over.
Go ahead.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Garoppolo. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Elliott, and some room to roam now. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts.
And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They go draw here. Powell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now a desperation throw deep down. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying for his running back, Bilal Powell. And that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. He's got his man. This is Tate. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the counter, Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
29.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for our visitors, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.